Alright guys, I got a confession to make about my Silverado. Nobody's actually figured it out yet, and I think one person asked what happened to the Silverado, but you might realize that the Tahoe has got a Silverado front end. Well, this is my Silverado. And I had to park it, one, because the family was getting bigger, two, I couldn't sell it, and three, I got the Tahoe for dirt cheap, 1,600 bucks, but with a blown engine, and he damaged the whole front end, and the hood and the fenders were rusty. This was my first swap. I did a couple things wrong, like the AC compressor pulley I did wrong, and I made my own transmission lines. And what happened was, going down the highway, and these stupid lines, what you do is a tool, it grabs a line and it pulls it in and it puts a little lip on it, and then that little C-clip goes and holds that line in, keeps the line from coming out of the transmission. Very poor design. It works when it's new. I messed up and one of the lines popped off once. So I overheated the 4L80 and it held up great for about 50,000 K. I think I had about 50,000 K on it, which paid for the whole swap and fuel. But that tranny line came off and it damaged the transmission. On top of that, I bought this Cummins from a wreckers who said it was in good shape, and it was never 100%. It lacked power, it didn't smoke, and it started right away, but the power just wasn't there. So at the time of the build, it wasn't in the budget to rebuild it. I took the chance and put it in, and I regret doing that, and this is also why I don't like putting just random wrecker engines in to conversions, because you don't know what you're getting, plain and simple. I didn't hear this one run before I put it in because it was apart, and this was way back when I first started into the whole Cummins swaps. So basically, if you give me your engine, that's fine, I can put it in, but it's your engine. There's something wrong with the engine, that's not on me. Whether it was seized, whether it was overheated, whatever, you know. We can diagnose it, we can test it as best as we can, we can do oil analysis sample, we can do the compression test to compare the cylinders, and we're getting smarter as we go. But I'm gonna revive this truck. Just waiting for the right time and the right things to do to it. And a couple projects came together to make it all happen again. So this will be my ride again, and my wife will eventually get the Tahoe, so we'll have a his and hers Cummins and white Chevys. This truck is actually in really good shape. I took really good care of it, except for, yeah, it looks horrible because the rust of the Tahoe. But that's all coming off because we bought, you remember this project? This donor truck. It was a 95 Dodge with a 5-speed four-wheel drive, so the NV 4500, and that is going in behind the Cummins that's in there. We're gonna pull both Cummins apart, and we'll do an oil analysis on that truck first. We'll do an oil analysis on both of them and compare the two, and then open the engine up and see what we find there. Now, we also bought this one. This is a fleet truck off of the Hamilton City Yard, so they take meticulously good care of their vehicles. Typical rust in the box just from the back rack, but it doesn't have the flares, so the fenders are in really good shape, the bumper's in really good shape, the whole hood is in good shape. This has a 5.3 in it, and it is going in a 94 AMG Mercedes wagon. Now this is actually a hybrid. So the hybrid system in the GMs in 06 is actually a generator that goes in the bell housing. Now it doesn't have a starter, doesn't have an alternator, and it's got a bunch of lead acid batteries underneath the back seat, but the 4L60 is still the original normal 4L60E, and the 5.3 is still the same, minus a power steering pump, a starter, and alternator. That works perfect for us because we need to relocate all those things for the Mercedes anyway, so we'll be starting to look into which Corvette parts we need to put the power steering pump over here, the starter over there, whatever. So front end of this is going on my Silverado, the engine and transmission's going into a Mercedes wagon, and I'll probably use the doors because they're in great shape, and they've got power windows and power everything, so this dash and everything will probably go on the Silverado. Do a quick swap on that, get my truck kind of going again, and again, I'm not in a hurry for that truck, so we're just kind of putting these pieces on there to make it mobile again, but it probably won't be finished for a while. Then I think it's only got 130,000 K on it, which is why it wasn't worth it to the Hamilton yard to fix the truck, because the hybrid stuff is so expensive. The rest of the truck will be for sale, cab box, I guess. Actually, you know what, it's not even worth it. If you need mirrors, I don't think we're using the mirrors. That's about it. That's my confession for my Silverado. I do still have it. I didn't sell it. Might sell it when it's done. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna be cruising around with a 5-speed for a while anyway. So yeah, this interior is just way too nice. My seat was starting to get ripped. I put a lot of K on that, but this truck is almost brand new inside, like not even a tear on the seat. So it's just clean inside. So yeah, that's a couple weeks work. No problem. Here we go. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because you never know what you're going to see next week on Deboss Garage. If you like what you see, there's a lot of stuff happening to help support the channel. And remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich.